Everybody, welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing great. Today I'm going to show you a sub return I got from PSA. Many of these cards are from my childhood collection. All of them are vintage, so let's get into it. It's a 52 Topps Orestes Mini Minoso. I recently picked up this card raw. I know it's really not centered well, but it really is a beautiful card. 1959 Topps, the great Sandy Koufax. This is among my earliest vintage cards, part of my, what I would call my original collection. Cards that I got when I was a kid. And this is another one. Cards not in good shape, but card I just wanted to have in a slab. The great Sandy Koufax. 1959 Topps again, the great Rocky Colavito. My dad bought me this card when I was probably 8 or 9. I love the way the card looked. I always love this set. Still one of my favorite sets of all time. Just totally different, and big shout out to Rocco Colavito because this guy was a beast. Here's a 1961 Topps Billy Williams in a PSA 4. Now the color on this card is really, really nice, as you can see. It's a 1962 Topps All-Star Hank Aaron in a PSA 3. I love this card. I always like the subset cards from any set, anything that breaks with the base cards. Here's a beater of a 1963 Topps Willie Mays. It got a 2 with a miscut marker, and I don't care. It's a Willie Mays. It's a nice card, one of the greatest sets in my opinion. It's a 1964 Topps Roger Maris. Came back as a PSA 2. I've had this card for a long time, since I was a kid, and I'm very happy to have this slabbed up, the great Roger Maris 1964 Topps. 1965 Topps Sandy Koufax PSA 2. Now this card does have some soft edges, but look at how dead centered the card is. Just a great looking card. I don't mind a little soft corners when the centers of that is this sweet. So love this card. I've had this card for years. 67 Topps Hank Aaron. Another card I've had forever. It came back as a PSA 1. If this was just a card that I got recently and I came across this card, I would never grade it. But because I've had this card my whole life and it was one of my first vintage cards, I just want to have it slabbed up for me. 67 Topps PSA 1 Willie Stargell, and this card is in the same boat as the last card. A card I've had for pretty much the majority of my life, and love this card. And just like the previous two cards, here is a 67 Topps Willie Mays that because I've had this card in my collection for so long, I just wanted to slab it. It's a beautiful card. It's Willie Mays. It's 68 Topps Mickey Mantle. Didn't think this card would get a 1. Thought it might get maybe a 3, but nonetheless, nice cards. Nice to slab Mickey Mantle, in my opinion. Here's a beautiful 1969 Topps Johnny Bench. Another card I've had forever. Came back as a PSA 2. Always felt weird about having this thing just in a top loader or a one touch. Wanted to have it slabbed, so here it is. Here's another one I've had forever. The great Roberto Clemente 69 Topps. Upper right corner is not in great shape. Card is centered pretty well. It's just a great looking card. It's Roberto Clemente. How could you go wrong? 69 Topps Hank Aaron. Another great looking card. Another card I've had since I was a kid. Happy to have it in a slab. This is particularly cool card for me. Hank Aaron just has so many great looking cards, and this is another one of them. 69 Topps Carl Yastrzemski. Another card I've had for a long time, and I'm really surprised on getting it too. And I'm telling you, PSA is grading vintage really tough right now. They really are. They are grading vintage real tough right now for whatever reason. A 1970 Topps Willie McCovey in a PSA 4. This is a card I recently picked up at my LCS and decided to sub because it really nice. But like I just said, PSA is being really tough. This card is centered really well, and the corners are actually really sharp. I don't know how this is a 4, but, you know, what are you going to do? Just 71 Topps Tom Seaver. Great card, great set. Rest in peace, Tom Seaver, another person we lost recently, one of the legends recently lost. This is a PSA 4, card number 160 from 1971 Topps. The highest grade I got back from this sub is this Harmon Killebrew, PSA 8, really nice looking card. I love this card, and I am a big fan of the 1973 Topps set. This is a Steve Carlton in a PSA 7. Another one that came out really graded well, you know. I thought this was actually going to get a 9, and I thought the Killebrew was going to get a 9 too. But what are you going to do? 75 Topps George Brett came back as a 5. I bought that together with this card. And to top it off, I'm going to show you guys a really cool card, in my estimation, that I picked up at a card show. 75 Topps Dr. J Julius Erving in a PSA 7 miscut. I don't really care. You know, this is a beautiful card. Great card. Had a good time at the show out there in Babylon, behind the diamond. Go check out his page. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.